Hi, it's Beth at North Atlantic Fiber Arts, and I'm here in the Paris studio today. And you can see that there is actually some sunshine coming in through the big window over here, which is kind of a miracle because we've had, I think we're into like our seventh week of rain and overcast here in Western Maine. So this is kind of exciting. But I'm here for a little video artist update to keep everybody apprised of what's going on. One of the most exciting things that is happening for me is the opening of the show Stories Are Made Loop by Loop by curated by Susan Feller. And that is opening at the Virginia Quilt Museum on Wednesday, July 12th. The rugs are actually on their way there with Susan. I'm expecting the show will be hung tonight and it will open tomorrow. And obviously, I don't have the piece that's in that show with me right here, but I do have a picture of it because it was in Karen Miller's beautiful book, Mothering Our Lives in Color and Shadow. So, this is my piece that will be at the Virginia Quilt Museum. It's called Breaking the Cycle, and I'm really excited about that. So that'll be on view for the next several months there. And if you can get to Harrisonburg, Virginia, by all means, check it out. And there are other wonderful artists involved. Meryl Cook, Terry Todd, Sherry Ballenbach, Domenica Zara Queen, and oh my goodness, oh, like I have the list. Yeah, I got everybody. Mary Taylor Lopez. I just wanted to make sure I got everyone and didn't include someone who wasn't in the show. So at any rate, go see that if you have a chance. The other thing that's going on that's really exciting for me is this is a commercial lease agreement for a really beautiful artist studio in Rockland, Maine. Anybody who's been hanging around with me long enough knows that Rockland, Maine is my favorite town in the entire state of Maine. Midcoast Maine is my favorite part of Maine. And to be able to have a private artist studio in Rockland, Maine is just unbelievably exciting for me. So this is the lease agreement for that. I will be there a couple of days a week, focusing just on art, because when I am here in Paris, which is also my primary residence right now, there are many, many distractions. And it's hard. It's hard to focus on just having an art day here in my primary residence. So yeah, that's really exciting. And I've been teaching nonstop for the past couple of weeks. So I haven't gotten a whole lot done on my art pieces, but I will show you what I'm working on at the moment. So obviously, haven't touched it in a couple of weeks because, like I said, teaching absolutely nonstop in a variety of venues around Western Maine recently. But this is my piece, Bring It Up Alive. You can see that I've started to get this background in, and I really do like the way the water is turning out. I need to finish it over on this side, and then I'll be up in this area here with the other pine tassels, and I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do with that background yet, but I have a lot of ideas. So that's happening, and then after I finish that one, I want to start on this one, which I don't know if you can see. This is a pattern. It's called Playing Small Serves No One. This has been a really tough life lesson for me. I'm 58 years old. I was born in 1965. I was born in a time when women could not open credit cards on their own, when a lot of women couldn't be taken seriously if they were shopping for a house by themselves. It was a lot different back when I was being raised, and we were to some degree socialized to play small. Our roles were more narrowly defined, and I think, unfortunately, we are moving backward right now, especially with the overturning of Roe v. Wade and a whole bunch of other initiatives that seem to be on the agenda of political forces in this country. So I think it's a good time to do this. Playing small serves no one. It means a lot to me personally, but I think it should mean a lot to us in the bigger picture of what's happening these days too, at least in the United States. So this one is going to be next after Bring It Up Alive, which is the one I showed you. And then I happened to, I did this, I sketched this out in a class. I was teaching kind of a more advanced design class, and I had the opportunity to work on my own thing during the class while my students were also working. And this is called Landing. And this comes from a view I had. I went for a 5-mile walk. I live in the Western Mountains of Maine. It's very beautiful. We don't have the ocean, which is a huge deficit, but it is very beautiful. And I had gone for a walk, and as I was coming down a hill, I could see the White Mountains in the distance, and these two really large birds came down into my line of sight and just went right across my line of sight. I could see all the detail in their wings, and they just landed on the other side of the road. And so for me, this was like a metaphor of coming home, finding yourself. And I'm really looking forward to handling those feathers on the wings on either side. So I'm going to be working on that. My book on rug hooking is still not finished. Oh my God, I'm so late, and my editor is so patient. But my pattern, this is one of our commercial patterns for Paris House Woolworks. Yearning to Breathe Free. This is going to get hooked as part of my rug hooking book. And again, I think it's timely. It's hard to see, I know, on camera, but it's got the Statue of Liberty crown in the background. And this is an homage to immigrants from all times and everywhere who have made our country, I think, better. I'm just saying. And half of my family has been here since 1620, and the other half came through Ellis Island. So I feel like my perspective on this is very personal. So the last thing I'm going to show you is this landscape. I've done a little bit more work on this winter sunset landscape. This is kind of sidelined. As you can see, I am not a serial rug hooker. What can I say? I have 10 things going at once at all times. And anyway, that's what's going on in the studio right now. Oh, and I should say, the last day to order from Paris House Woolworks through the commercial catalog at parishousewoolworks.com is August 15th. I am shutting down most of the retail operations. We will still have gatherings. I will still be teaching in that container. It will still be very much alive, but I'm just not shipping all over the US and Canada anymore. I'm shifting toward art and teaching. So that's all the news from here today. It is Tuesday, July 11th, 2023, and that's what's going on. I'll keep you updated as I can. Thanks. Bye.